So it's a week since these guys got sheared, and this is what they look like at the moment. So it's definitely, I think the first 2 weeks after they've been sheared, their wool grows back the fastest it does ever. So you can already see the lines are kind of starting to disappear. And they're all doing really well. They're all very lively, eating lots of grass, and they all seem to be doing pretty good. All the little nicks we had on them. Oh, you just have a wee. Thank you for that, Osie. They're doing really well. They seem to be very happy, a lot more lively now that they've had their all their wool sheared off. And then all the poultry this week. The swing is like that because it was really windy the other day, and I just wound it around so it wouldn't like whack into their house. So these guys are doing really good. I had a crazy day at work yesterday, so I didn't get home until about 9 p.m. last night, but I didn't get called back, so yay. So just letting these guys out this morning. So it's not meant to rain today, so I'm going to try and do some more. I have to go over the areas that I trimmed a couple of weeks ago. The nettles are already starting to come back up, so I need to get that done. These guys are on their week of worming, all the poultry, so they have a special pellet. It looks like the normal food, you can see it in there, but it's actually got proper veterinary wormer in there for them to eat, but it's already in the food, so they don't have to like eat any extra powder or anything, because I do have the powder on its own. But it's just a bit of a faff, so I just buy it with already in the food, and then for 1 week that's what they get whenever you feed them, whenever you give them pellets, and then they're all done then. So I tend to do them for every 3 months or so, and then same as I do with the goats and the sheep, so basically 4 times a year, and then everything else generally sorts itself out. So I just wanted to give you a little update on these guys, to let you know that the little poultry are getting their worming this week, and then I'll probably let you see, the nettles growing up again. So you get the patches over there, patch in the middle, so you coming back up again, and over in the other field down that side. You can't really see it that well on here, but I'll see if I can zoom in a little bit. There you go, you can see the patches just coming up there. So I'll do that, and all the docks and stuff that have come up at the other side, so I'll do that too. Right, I'll crack on with that. Hopefully it doesn't rain on me. Rainy days here at the moment, so couldn't do much outside. All yesterday was basically a write-off, apart from going out and doing the animals, but again it was raining, so I couldn't take my phone or anything to film. So I managed to get half of the chicken coop done in the same colour as the other ones, so it kind of matches now, because the original colour we have of this I couldn't find anymore, and I really like the seagrass colour which we had for this one and for the milking stand. So now we've got half of this done. You can see it's the top where it's over the wind breaks. I've already done that as well, and the door is all done, but if you you might not be able to see that well, but underneath the nesting boxes and stuff, that's still all the other colour, because I wasn't able to finish that, if I can speak correctly. So now it matches the new duck house, and Mum painted the picnic table, so that's all painted nice and green. We're going to redo the sheds in the same colour as the stable. We couldn't really find that colour again, which was woodland moss. We couldn't find it, so we have started repainting everything, but the other colour that we got. So we got millions of them from, actually weirdly, from Asda. They had a whole massive thing of it. So this is half painted, half the other colour. So we had left in the pot, but again it's been raining the last 2 days, well, day and a half. So everything in the greenhouse is doing really well. We're just waiting for things to start germinating up there. Not quite done yet, but everything down here is doing really good. We have Swiss chard, it's doing good. Beans, whole new beans coming up that we planted. Brussels sprouts, doing amazing. The kale is like erupting out, so we'll have to start taking some of this soon. More can grow. Broccoli, peas, doing pretty good now. If I show you down here, they come up quite far now. Cabbage. We planted some broccoli in this, but it's not germinated yet. This one is half, let's get, well, 3/4 of, well, a quarter full. Bit exaggerating. And then got stuff still growing here. Strawberries. The late potatoes. The onions. The other potatoes. It's going crazy. And the other potatoes. So this one has carrots in it, but then Mum accidentally planted some beans as well. She got confused with which one was which, and she basically put some beans in here, so I have to transplant those beans into this one. Not much coming up in this one yet. And she's just started to fill this one, but we haven't put all the sides on, and the same with those two. So we got another 3 to go, and then see if our neighbour gives us any more. That's all we've got at the moment. I managed to get some more compost again from Asda, since obviously all the garden centres are all still closed. We have been using it on compost to fill most of it, and then just putting the layer of that on the very, very top. So I gave these guys some melon. They're all doing good. Little onion is still broody, so I keep checking her out every morning to make sure she goes out and eats. I always keep checking her crop every night just to make sure she's definitely got food in there. But weirdly, these guys, they love eating the seeds, the melon seeds. They always go for those first, but they come back and eat the melon actually later. They always eat the corn first, which both those have pretty much gone rid of those pieces of corn. Hello, you just laid an egg. Squash, squash. We already had one from Pumpkin this morning. And you laid me one yesterday, didn't you, Licorice? So I'm hoping it doesn't rain too bad today and I can get out here again, do some more stuff. That'd be really nice. But it's a bit of sun at the moment. Fingers crossed it continues. I'm going to have to take the fleece off in a moment. Right, we're going to go up there and help. But all the sheep are doing quite well. They're being very sprightly now that they've all been sheared. And they're out in the field. I sprayed cinnamon, as you can see here, and oh yeah, this is their new favourite spot to get out of the sun. They're sitting under the nesting boxes. It's cute. And since we put the plant pot there, we've had no escapees. So I sprayed her and I sprayed Little Bean just because they were still getting a few pecks here and there. So the sheepies are all out. They're definitely being a lot more active. The grass is definitely growing now. It's all coming up. I managed to get the stripping even. Stripping, what am I talking about? Stripping done in here, a bit in the middle, and the other field I got done as well. Before it's all started raining again, like the last day and a half. So at least that's on its way. The sheep are a lot happier. They run around now. So they definitely were not liking it having all that wool, but they're definitely doing a lot better now. So fingers crossed. I'm going to find someone who's going to maybe shear them twice a year for me now. I think that will just be a bit better for them. They're just so full of wool. These guys are doing good. They gave me 5 eggs this morning. I can take them up to the house and put them out in the little box. But they're all doing good. So it's just a case of keeping an eye on everything. Excuse me. The B&Q just arrived and delivered some more patio stones, so that'll be finishing off our sheep path over there, so when it does start raining again it doesn't go all muddy, because we stole 4 of them to go under the corners of the greenhouse because it already has the stuff in the middle. We just wanted something we could actually screw it down to, but obviously we can't do that with the other stuff because it's just plastic that we filled with all the gravel stuff. But it's doing really good. Mum's really loving having a greenhouse. And we've got the two little ones up at the house, which she's doing seeds and stuff in there as well, and then brings them down here. The little Paprika's gone back to her little hidey hole under there. But yeah, everyone else seems to be doing well. I'll just go up and help Mum clean out the goatees, and I'll probably show you a bit up there in a minute. Frey, you appear to have something on your face, my lovely. You've got hay on your face. Did you know? Yeah, there's a close-up of your nostrils. Thanks for that. Good girl. These guys are doing good. They've got a little, where Freya gets a little kind of thing around her face. I don't think it's full on Orf, but it's something like that. Little Bramble started getting a little bit, so I put some iodine on it yesterday. It seems to be looking a bit better today. No one else seems to be getting it. If it was like proper Orf, everyone should have it. So she doesn't appear to have it, and well, no one else appears to have it. Nettle had a little kind of growth or something on the back of her leg, which has fallen off, so she's got a little wound there. So I've just coloured it in the blue antibiotic stuff. You can just about see it. Oh, thanks, just had a poo back there. Beautiful, thanks for that. Well, I've just coloured it blue with the antibiotic spray, just obviously because it had a wound there. I don't want anything to get infected. But other than that, she's doing really well. She seems very happy. Hello, little one. She's just going to see if she can get some more leaves. So she does this all the time. Bless her. She's the most adventurous, and it's probably because she gets more food than everyone else anyway, but everyone else does steal some of her food quite often. Right. I'll give you a little look at Annie and Heidi. They haven't had their stable cleaned out yet, so they are still in here. Hello, Heidi. Heidi? Hi. You eating all your hay? That was completely full to the brim last night when we put it in, and they've eaten probably about half, 3/4 of it. So, you eat a lot of hay, don't you? That's good when you're eating a lot of hay, because these guys don't get very much of the mix, because obviously they got quite overweight over winter, didn't you? But they're doing a lot better now. Annie's definitely looking a lot better. You're not looking quite as much because you lie down a lot, don't you? But she has sore feet. She has the backs of her heels grow in like a weird angle. So I'm having to do her hoofs like a lot more regularly than the others. Just her back ones, just to try and get them a bit more normal so she can walk a bit better. Hey? But she is being a little bit better, isn't she, Mum, about having her back feet cut. I think she has realised that actually after we've done it, it actually feels a lot better. There we go. Hello, Baba. And she's lost most of her winter coat now, so she's looking a lot better. So she was molting ridiculously, weren't you? And her eye, if we let us... Heidi, can we see? Can I look at your other eye, please? Annie? The other eye, if you have a look just about there, it's all healed up. You can't really tell. There's a tiny little bit of a pink bit, but that's all you can see. It's all healed up by itself, so all I did was give it a clean. I keep an eye on it, and it's healed up by itself, which is very good. So these guys are good. Who's going to clean them out? And then I'll show you once it's nice and clean. Mum's pretty much finished cleaning this one. So this is their new hay from the morning. So she puts them in piles about what's going to be taken out. So the most soiled or full of urine or anything gets put in the middle. Anything else that's kind of like can be used again that's not soiled will just get moved back to the back, and then we put all the new stuff in. But here it is. Yes. And we generally always have goats getting in the way, don't we? Hey? But at least the sunshine is out today, so hopefully the goats will actually be out of their stable. Was yesterday. If you see in here, it's quite dirty because they were pretty much all in this stable. You see, it's quite lots of urine in that corner. They tend to wee and poo in the same corners and things like that. So over there is quite gross, whereas everyone else isn't that bad. But that was because all 6 of them were in here yesterday because it was raining and not very nice. It wasn't cold, but it was just not very nice. And they just don't like the rain. Do you? You like to hide away? Yes. Thank you for the close-up on your eyeball.